Welcome back to the saga of my brand new island, Petalsoft. It's day 5 on the island, and we're still very much enjoying the simple early days of building up the island. So for this video, I'd like you to join me on a relaxing walkthrough of a day in the life, leading up to a villager hunt to get our first 3 villagers. We've been acquiring furniture bit by bit, so we're going to start the day by adding a few pieces to our house. It isn't much now, but a little bit of decorating can do a lot for a resident representative's morale. We also need to pick out our outfit for the day. It's pretty fortunate that one of the first balloons I popped gave us this nice changing room item, and I put it right by our house so we'd remember to pick out our outfit first thing of the day. In the past, I've generally been a person who just changes the character's outfit, whenever, but for this playthrough, I'm really trying to embrace the storytelling aspect. So I find the daily outfit practice a really fun way to get into character. We don't have a lot of wardrobe options so far, but I like finding simple, cozy things to wear for these early days anyway, because even though we're not in a tent anymore, life on Petalsoft is still pretty rugged, so we need to be dressed to sweat and get our hands dirty. I'm very excited to see Abel here with her traveling cart, so we can buy up a few more items. Another reason picking outfits of the day is going to help with this playthrough is that I do plan to time travel occasionally and play multiple days in one real-time day, so daily outfits help scratch the itch of wanting to have a story vibe for our journey and just keep track of the days. Storage can be tough in the early game, so one thing I'm doing to save on storage until my house is upgraded is putting some of my clothes on display back here with the cute clothesline item that Timmy gifted me for opening the shop. I'm not really a fan of laundry in real life, but I think we can all agree there is something so aesthetically pleasing about laundry areas in Animal Crossing. I heard somewhere of someone doing an entire laundry-themed island, and I really hope I can find that dream address somewhere, because I would so love to see that. If you know what I'm talking about, and you know the dream address for an island like that, please let me know. It sounds like such a cute idea. So this happens to me a lot, but I hear a balloon whistling and it's kind of taking me a while to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. And here's our girl Quinn, so let's say hi to her. And it looks like she has warmed up to us enough that we can start giving her presents. So here is we'll give her a fresh native Petalsoft pear. Next up, we've got to check the shop. I said in one of my last videos that I want to be intentional with our decorating to maintain that aspect of organic storytelling in this playthrough. So once we start getting a decent amount of furniture, we can play around with making some tiny builds to breathe a little life into the island, and of course get our 3 stars to invite KK Slider. I've also just been buying up any and all wallpaper and flooring because I'm not really sure yet how I want to decorate my house. We'll just have to see where the story takes us. We have to pause our errands for just a second to stop and appreciate the flowers growing like wild on the riverbank. These are just all the extra seeds I didn't need in my flower farm, and oh my gosh, this is why we're doing this island. This brings me so much joy. Next on our list of errands for day 5, we're going to pay off our first house loan so we can expand our storage. Our house storage is totally full, and I've just got items piling up on the ground. Definitely not a good look for the resident representative. And while we're here, of course, we'll check in with the Nook Shopping, see what more we can acquire to build up our inventory. Next up, it's time to check on our flowers. In the last chapter, we built our flower breeding farm if you want to see the rundown of how everything is set up. For this playthrough of Animal Crossing New Horizons, I am focused on all things related to flower cultivation. So this is where the exciting process of waiting for hybrids to appear begins. This is the first day our flowers are fully bloomed, so today we're just watering them. There won't be any hybrids yet. But I have come up with a fun way to track our flower breeding progress that I'll share in the next chapter. Another thing I want to do today is set up my own little backyard DIY area. Just kind of keep all the supplies, in an area that looks, vaguely aesthetic. It's nothing this pretty early in the game, but, we're gonna try to make it work for us. Apparently, this is something that was kind of a staple for playthroughs back when the game was first released, but I never actually experienced those early days of the game. I didn't actually pick up New Horizons until I think late 2021, definitely after the 2.0 update. And sometimes I feel a little bit of FOMO that I didn't get to enjoy the real-time experience of figuring the game out alongside everyone else. It definitely seems like that was a special moment in gaming history. But I'm also a person who rejects the notion that games, or any media for that matter, can only be enjoyed in a flash pan moment. If you're like me and you are fashionably late to enjoying popular media, or if you feel like it's too late to get into Animal Crossing because everyone's over it, you are not alone, and it's perfectly fine, actually. This game still has a lot to offer for me personally, and I hope I can share that joy with you in the series. Now, of course, we're going to take care of all the Nook Miles plus tasks for today, but for the sake of the video, we're going to skip most of that and just jump ahead into the real climax of Chapter 6, which is finding villagers to invite to our first 3 land plots on the island. I am curious to know if you guys want more long play videos, and if you want me to include more of the daily grind activities as kind of a relaxing thing to have on in the background, or let me know if you prefer the chapters that just focus more on the highlights. I'm experimenting with a little bit of everything, so I definitely welcome all opinions. I kind of enjoy storytelling through gaming best when it's collaborative, which is definitely something I do on my Twitch channel all the time if you want to follow me there as well. But for today, we're jumping ahead to the most exciting part, the villager hunt. I did forget to take my wetsuit off, and I didn't realize it for a few trips, so yeah, I'm that jerk on the airplane, dripping wet in my nautical gear. I was finally able to get into the treasure island I wanted to get Nook Miles tickets, so our efforts here are unlimited basically until we find 3 villagers that will finally satisfy me for inviting to our first 3 plots on our island. We've done a few short villager hunts in the previous chapters, but I haven't seen anything I like yet. So here we are on our first mystery island, gonna harvest a few resources, and let's see. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, that's gonna be a no for me. Yeah, I don't even care enough to find out his name. On to the next ticket, please. I'm actually starting to feel super self-conscious about the wetsuit. I mean, what kind of professionalism does that say to potential residents if I invite them to live on my island literally wearing a wetsuit? Okay, let's see who we've got on this next island. Oh, it's Nan. It's sweet Nan. I do love the goat villagers. I think most of them are super adorable. But Nan is definitely not the most colorful villager, and I am being a little picky when it comes to color. I don't want anything too saturated, too bright, but I also can't go for muted, neutral colors either. So we love you, Nan, but we're gonna pass. Next ticket, and I'm already seeing a hippo. That's gonna be a super quick no for me. Sorry, Bubbles. And on our next island we have, okay, stop. Peaches is like one of my all-time favorite villagers. I have her on my OG island, and I can't imagine ever letting her go. I've heard a lot of people say they don't like Peaches, like they think the eyes are creepy, but to me, she is a goddess who can do no wrong. I am really tempted to invite her. I know she would do me proud on Petalsoft, but I think I have to pass. This island is an opportunity for me to branch out and meet new villagers, so goodbye, Peaches. I love you, you perfect angel. Next island, and who do we have? It is, Shino. I know this is a very popular villager, but she's not speaking to me. Yeah, simple as that. She doesn't have the vibe. Ew, no, what? Again? Oh, okay, and it looks like this island has a cute little reindeer, Eric. He is very sweet. I would love to have him on an island someday. but he's too wintry, I think. The dream address for Petalsoft is definitely going to be a spring or summer vibe, so I think he might get a little overheated. All right, next ticket. Who do we have? Oh, Chevra, sweet angel. Okay. Would she work for our island? Like I said, the goats are all very cute to me. I'm a Capricorn myself, so they resonate with me. I looked up her house and it's got these soft pink and white vibes. I think she's got the right balance of neutral and vibrant tones. So you know what? She's the one. I'm finally ready to commit. Chevra is getting the invite to come live on Petalsoft. Looks like we've got a bamboo island next up on our mystery tour, and this villager, Wendy, has given me some pause. She's another one that isn't too saturated or too muted in color, and I like her energy, but I'm not sure I'm getting enough vibes to commit. All right, next we've got Spork. What a cutie, but I don't think he's a good fit for a flowercore island. Next island, looks like we can get some apples to bring back home with us. And who do we think will appear? Oh, Flora! This is a great villager. I could see a flamingo being cute on our island, maybe, but we already have a bird villager, so I'm not sure I'm ready for another bird just yet. Okay, we're on ticket number 12, and who is this cutie over here? Oh, it's Cookie. Okay, she is a cutie. It might be nice to have a doggy on Petalsoft. But like many of the others we found, I think she suffers from terminally pink syndrome, so we're gonna pass on Cookie. Okay, who's this little guy? Twiggy. Very cute, very cute. I'm kind of tempted, but nah, not ready for another bird. Who's this over here? Oh, no thank you, weird blue pig. Okay, now on this island, I see a little ducky. I would love to have a duck villager. But ooh, Weber. Okay, maybe this one's a little too muted and neutral. Okay, we're gonna pass on Weber. Okay, island number 16. Looks like we've got Puddles. The frogs in this game have very questionable design elements, but I think I'm vibing with her. I could see potential for like a yard with her with red, pink, and green, which is a really fun palette to work with. So yeah, Puddles is the one. Puddles is invited to our island. We're going to keep hunting because we still have one more plot to fill. Who do we have here? Hopkins. What bizarre relative of Zipper is this? Why is he inflatable? No thank you, sir. Got another bamboo island up next, and oh no, who is this terrifying hamster? Clay. Okay, not a hamster fan generally, but this guy's an extra no and not feeling it at all. Bo is another cutie pie, but like Eric, he is too wintry for our theme. Now, Nate. Okay, I might actually consider Nate. I don't think he's a super well-liked villager, but I generally find the bears to be pretty cute, and I think the yellow and green palette is very flower-friendly, but he's not quite good enough for us, I think. Who's on our next island? Anchovy, another cute birdie, but the color palette is off for us, I think. I'm not opposed to a neutral brown villager, but it would just have to be someone with the absolute perfect vibe, and Anchovy isn't quite that. Okay, this is ticket number 22, I think, and I am seeing a chartreuse horse. I have seen this villager before, and I actually think he's very cute. His name is Clyde. I actually think a lot of people are not into Clyde, but I just think his coloring is so unique and fun. I'm actually considering this one. I know he's a little vibrant, but I'm actually a sucker for chartreuse. He's a lazy, which is one of my favorite personalities. You know what? I'm going for it. I can't totally explain it, but I just know it's right. Clyde is the one. Clyde is getting the third invite to Petalsoft. Thank you so much for joining me here on day 5 of our island Petalsoft. If you're enjoying what you're seeing here, please do me a favor and like the video, subscribe if you'd like to catch the next one, and please feel free to leave any comments letting me know what you'd like to see in future chapters. I am so loving this story, and I'm excited to move on to chapter 7 coming soon. Thanks so much for watching.